Hey, we're here for a Lionsgate reading. I hope everyone has been well. It's been a while. Life has been full, and I've just been living. I hope whatever season you are in has also been keeping you in it, holding you in it. We're outside. There's gonna be birds. You're gonna hear all kinds of noises. There's a school not too far from here, so you'll hear kids and stuff. And do a little bit of a Lionsgate reading with a couple decks. I think I have the Queen of the Moon Oracle in my hand right now. Let's just see. And I already saw Power a few times. I saw Power and Trust already. What do we got? We have Snow Moon. Purity. It's a pretty image. It's kind of the opposite of this at the moment. It feels like a snow desert. It's the complete opposite of what's happening currently. Everything here at least is green. Purity. Maybe there is a cleansing of your energy? Please don't. Babe, leave it. She's right behind the phone that's like leaning. Leave it. Oh, hey, scoot. Hi, honey. Can you keep going? Come on, keep going. And underneath is patience. Now, of course, there would be a moon on both of these. I'm on a blanket, so she immediately just wants to be with me. Purity and patience. If you are in this little bit of a cleansing, like a little bit of a desert to cleanse your energy. Girl, can you find a spot? Be next to me at least. Sorry. I think maybe having patience with giving yourself the space you need. I wasn't intending to continue my little talk about myself, in just that sometimes transition requires taking time out to just exist. To just exist. I mean, you can be striving. Like, you can still be striving. Maybe it's in your own self. But maybe it's just not out in the world. You don't always have to be in view. Even if you're not really in view. You know, maybe this is just extra on your own. Now this one, I forget what this one is called, so forgive me. But this one has house placements and I think planets, and I'm not sure what else, but I was called to bring that out here too. I've already shuffled these all up, but I'm doing a couple things with y'all. And I've seen first house, like self-identity, a few times, which would make sense. There we go. 12th house. Yeah, 12th house. Spirituality and arts. Oh, I don't think I had a little bit of... I'm sure it's fine. The posture has a little bit of that daydreamy sort of existing, not acting. Fifth house. Joy and play. Spirituality and arts and joy and play. it's very much giving this take a time out energy. Maybe you have been. Maybe you're. Maybe the patience feels like maybe you've been taking time out. And that's okay. That's okay. Take your time. I'm not telling anybody not to strive for your goals, but listen to yourself. If you're feeling like maybe you're feeling a little bit of anxiety or like anxiousness, like like the shoulds, stay in your bubble if you want to. Like if you're feeling called, like, how do I say? If it's feeling as though you would still benefit from focusing on your own joy and play and artwork and spirituality, I think that's a beautiful thing and you should do it. Like even if you are feeling the shoulds when it comes to people you love, it's okay. I mean, maybe from time to time, give them a heads up, like, hey, I'm just in a spot. I love you, but like, I'm gonna take time for me for the foreseeable future. Like like it may have been a minute, and I think it's gonna continue to be a minute. But you don't have to say anything, you know? I don't think you have to say anything either. Two of Cups. And this always gives me some temperance energy. Like you are alchemizing some stuff. I'm gonna get at least one more. And I'll probably still look at the bottom, but. Can I just gush for a second over these zinnias? They took almost all summer to grow, but I am in love. I'm very, very grateful. There's one or two. It was upside down. So, I don't see this as a bad thing though. It says strength in reverse, but I'm seeing it very much as not lacking strength, just allowing yourself to not need to what is this word? Exemplify strength? Oh, okay, yeah. You're not required to always be an example of strength. So funny. So funny. Because if you are somebody that does a lot, that really does help people and almost see your role as like a helper and like when it comes to people around you, it's something you truly believe in, like helping community and being somebody that like does their part and is a part of the team and like really gives a shit. Like if you're someone that really gives a shit, to the point where where you might be wrapped up in your identity a little bit, it's okay to just not have the extra energy for periods of time. It's not selfish. It's not selfish to know, or when you're getting those signs, we get those signs that if you don't focus on you and yours, that your life is going to get complicated, that it's approaching self-sabotage to give. Find a way to just say, like, I don't have it in me right now. Like, I'm here, call me if there's an emergency, but I don't have it in me to push. consistently, to pour out there, to water everybody else's garden. Certainly give when you can, help when you can, be, again, I'm not telling you to do these things, but we can be there for those that need us. Maybe it's a little bit of a momentary evaluation of, like, what are these needs that other people have? Like, are other people's, like, are they desires to advance others, which is innocent enough, but could sometimes be at a detriment to oneself. People might not know what you're going through, in whatever realm. It could be financially, it could be energetically, or just emotionally. People might have no idea. Maybe you pay all your bills and you really don't have a lot left over, but you look like you're taking care of your stuff, which is great, but you might not have extra. Like, you might be right where you need to be to take care, but you're not really tipping into the thrive because maybe there's a little too much extra giving. And then underneath, we have the Ace of Wands. It's feeling like a new step, a new passion. I've been seriously feeling this, that, like, there are certain things that, while I'm happy to do them, well, I've been happy to do them, I need to make room for Ace of Wands stuff. New stuff. And change can be uncomfortable to people around you. We know that feeling, right? When people around us are changing, and it feels a little like, well, what does that mean? What does that mean for me? Like, no one's immune to that, right? We're all just like, oh, I'm gonna miss that person. But I'm also super pumped that they are finding such beauty and inspiration in their lives. And let's try to give them grace and understanding and be truly thrilled for the people. And give ourselves permission to do those things ourselves. Give ourselves permission to make new decisions and grow and decide that some commitments, maybe, I'm not talking about, like, partnerships necessarily, right? Like, that's not, I don't mean, like, commitment, like marriage or whatever. Like, that's not what we're getting into. Like, maybe there's a certain volunteer thing that you've spent many years doing and you're happy to contribute, but maybe you're not going to run it anymore, and even that sigh I just had, it's like, it's tough to know that you have been able to give in certain ways and that maybe you don't have the energy to give in the same ways anymore because there are new things you're wanting to give to. It is tough. I'm feeling it for real, and I know I can see it in other people. Like it's not a value statement. It's not an abandoning one thing because something else is better. It's growth. It's change. Like to not move is stagnancy. To not change. To not hear new voices. To not be new places. To any of us who can relate to being stuck in for periods, and still stuck in some ways, certainly. Can we give ourselves permission to turn that wheel and light a new wand? Can we? I'm like, it's been a very emotional day for me. I mean, maybe it's just my chemicals as a female, but it's been an odd day. But I'm gonna try to have grace. Anyway, it's nice to see you. I'm gonna try to be around a little more often, but we'll see what my energy allows. I love you, and at any rate, I hope you enjoy the rest of this season, and take care.